Hi, I'm Caroline Byrne and I'm a community artist and member of the Black Church Print Studio in Dublin. This is the Dangerous School Tour project that I have just received the first copy of the book, so a very exciting day. And this was a project that started last autumn. It began with myself and Hazel, the manager of the project, coming up with an idea for the Dublin City Council Community Arts Development Grant. We'd worked with Stanhope Street Primary School on a number of occasions before and they've always been fabulous to work with. The enthusiasm from the school, from the teachers, just, you can't actually, I couldn't even put it into words. The projects that we've always done, or I've always done with Stanhope have been about connection to place, and this was really no different. Myself and Hazel looked at areas around their neighbourhood that would be of interest to children, somewhere where we could engage them, and the zoo was the obvious choice. This was a real collaborative project in the Dublin City area. The artists on the project, first of all, was Angie Chang, Emily McCardle and myself, Drew Chamber, the TY student who helped us along with every stage of the project. We also had great support from Oisin Hallahan, the teacher of the 4th class. Aileen Crosley is an artist that works in the Black Church, and she had recently completed recently got published a children's book. So she was a great person to come in and talk to the children. So she came in for the first session. For the second session, we took a visit to the zoo. Children had a tour with Rosanna Leddy, the education officer there, and that was fantastic to just kind of give them an insight into the animals, to stop and look and have a better understanding rather than just fleeting through quickly. The project began on a beautiful autumn day in the zoo. This was the same day that we had the zoo tour, and following the tour, myself and Angie described to the children, helped them with movement sketches. We talked about the animals, the character, and how to capture movement in a drawing. So we provided each child with a sketchbook and a pencil, and for every stage of the project they kept referring back to this notebook. After we went through sort of demonstrations and so on, we did some walking and stopping and walking and stop. It was just this wonderful inquiry, and there was a lot of questions asked, but there was a lot of real concentration and a lot of drawings going on in the notebooks from all the children. And then the following week when we went back, we started in with introducing them to different printing methods. We looked at monoprinting, screen print and jelly plates. So the children transferred a lot of their images into these printing methods. They developed them to become print for the illustrations. We also had taken photographs on the day that we were at the zoo, so there was a lot of extra information that they could work with. And then as the children's art started to develop, we could look and see, okay, what children would be maybe more suitable to take on different characters, what children might be more suitable for backgrounds. But there was such talent and such, everybody's work was so unique. But there was also a lot of collaborative work. After the story was created with Fighting Words, myself and Angie just gathered them into, I suppose, broke them up into different groups and had them work on the layout of particular spreads together. So this was a really collaborative piece. So this was lovely to see how they decided what drawings of theirs were going to go in, but how they would also relate to the stories. So there's a huge amount of learning in that for them that was really, really quite powerful. And also the idea of editing, the idea of what to add in, colours and all the rest. So after Christmas, we involved another Black Studio member, Thomas Knapp, who is a graphic designer. He helped us design the layout for the book, which we now have, and he did a wonderful job, I have to say. He used a lovely font for the text, and you can just see all the individual little drawings, of which there were so many, so it's lovely to see so many of them in. And Angie did this gorgeous job for each of the children, so they'll all receive a Riso print book, which is has the story in it as well.
So hi, I'm Angie. I'm also one of the members of the Black Church Print Studio. From time to time, I work with kids also. Like I was delivering printmaking, different types of printmaking workshops with kids. It is actually a really great project for me, to work with Caroline and all other artists to come together with this nice project and this nice book. when we're doing this project, we thought it would be nice if, apart from the library and us keeping a copy of the book, it would be great if the kids can all keep a book of themselves. As we were also teaching different printmaking techniques during the workshops. It could be quite nice to also use another type of printmaking technique like risograph that we have in the studio. So after that, I've come together with a risograph version. It's quite different from digital printing. We'll be using so each color will be built up with each layer. So it won't be like digital printing where you have all the colors at once. I think after all, it's a very great project to work with the kids, because I enjoy it throughout the whole time, going to the zoo with them, but also being able to see what's in their own mind, because everyone at the zoo, they are seeing the same animals, but then they are capturing them quite differently, and I think that's the interesting part for me, and I really did enjoy.
One of these books will be held in the school, and another one will go to the Cabra Library, which is run by the Dublin City Council. So they have their own copy. I think there was just so many things that they gained from just, from the collaborative element was huge. The community element, the reaching out to the community, working with Fighting Words, working with the, going to the zoo, that was just, beyond the classroom stuff, which was great for them to realise that those resources are there. Also for them to feel the support of, of artists, teachers, school, zoo, everybody working together for them, to bring them together to create this book. To be able to encourage them to use their own voice and to push them to, do their own drawings, that this is nothing that was draw it this way or draw it that way. And an illustration of every single child is represented in this book. So I hope that there's a great feeling of pride and, and success in that. Also it was their story that they've put it together, and it's sitting in the school, but it's a book that's in the library that now anybody that can go into the Cabra Library and take out this book. So I think for them, that's a huge, a huge, I hope, confidence builder, as the power of what happens when you work together and what you can create.